from Craft and See with LauraB. And I know you're wondering what in the world is going on your desk. As a friend of mine said, it looks like a can of F blew up in here. Why is it like this? I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to do my first ever snippet roll, and I'm choosing grunge for it. Just because I can't stand a blank white paper, and so I started with coffee spritzing, and then I moved on to distress oxides. So anyway, this is all of the stuff that I plan on using, and I've got my big old Brinks thing of stamps, which I will be drawing from. I also have some letters and number stamps that I might want to play with, which sounds like fun. And I have another little Click It one. And then all the rest are stamps that I may or may not use. This is the mulberry paper that I just got. I ordered it from Temu, T-E-M-U. And I believe they're exactly the same thing that a friend of mine ordered from the Amazon, and it was half the price. So you still get, I believe it's 50 sheets. They're 9 by 14, I think. I don't know, I can't see because my measuring board is all covered up. So, avert your eyes because I am going to be lowering this back to a manageable level. Okay, I'm thinking that's good for now. I won't know for sure until I clean everything off. So, I also may be grunging up this Brex catalog with all the pretty flowers and grunging those up with my ink pads. So let me kind of clear off a little bit and see where we're at. Get everything I want. Get all my ducks in a row, so to speak. I mean, I have ducks. Well, you know, I don't have ducks. I have chickens. But they are neither in a row or coherent. They're just kind of all over the place. So I'm going to move this Brinks thing. I found it at the Goodwill because I was looking for a place to store my stamps. It's not ideal because I'll just show you all of my stamps are semi-loosely organized in Ziploc baggies. So anyway, eventually I will be upgrading that with hopefully Dollar Tree supplies. So anyway, down this goes. Okay, where am I? Gotta straighten my board. You know how I am. And it ends up moving down here. Okay. I think we're good. Let me just kind of move you where I need you. So avert your eyes. We're going to be moving. Hopefully we're not going to be a ship on the sea. Under the sea. All right. Okay. So I don't think I asked you how you are today. If I did not, I apologize. How are you? How was your weekend? I am recording this on Monday, May 15th, the day after Mommy's Day. And so please tell me what y'all did. If you did anything, if you're a mom, happy belated Mother's Day. If you are not, I hope you had a nice relaxing day, and what have you. So I realize not everybody has a living mother and not everybody is a mother, but still, I wish you the best. So, I am not a snippet person. I have a very hard time getting out of my OCD head and just letting it flow and just slapping this on and slapping that on. So, you have to bear with me. I'm going to try, again, to not make this an overly long video. I cannot make any such promises. So, also ignore, please, I hope the fan noise is not too loud and too distracting. It is supposed to be in the high, upper 80s into the low to mid 90s. Here in sunny, normally wet or cool, Pacific Northwest, as people around here like to call it. So which means I am in west of the Cascades. I'm in Western Washington. about, oh, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes from the Puget Sound. South Sound, I should say. Anyway, so here we go. I was awake. I woke up, didn't want to get up, but I got up because, you know, someone's got to let the chickens out of bed, chickens out of bed, chickens out of bed. Gotta go get the chickens out of bed, chickens out of bed. That's the song I made up, and I cannot now go let the chickens out without singing that song. And I think part of it was for my dog, Izzy, telling her what I was doing. And so now whenever I start singing that, she comes running outside. Especially when it's the nighttime song, which is the same variation of the same song. It's time to go put the chickens to bed, chickens to bed, chickens to bed. And then she runs outside because she knows that the rabbits who stupidly won't move from under the shed, she might be able to catch one, which she can't. So anyway, that's my song for the day. Well, I have a couple others, but we'll see. I'm also going to talk about Temu a little bit, because I got some stamps, and of course this paper. Let me get it back out. I buried it. This is mulberry paper, which brings me to my first question, and my second song is, or third if you count the chickens out of bed and into bed. But anyway, mulberry paper. Is it mulberry as in here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush? Or, I mean, it's obviously made from plant material, because one page, this first page, actually had a stick that hadn't gotten incorporated and it was like sticking out. So I had to gently extricate it from the paper. So we will be using this. Also, this idea I got from Jamie Parks, because I asked her what she was doing with hers, and she said she was using them in snippets and clusters, because she's good with stuff like that, because she can get out of her head. Alright, so I got that from Temu, which is a lot like the other one, AliExpress. And yes, the goods are made in China, but it's, from what I understand, they have U.S. warehouses, because it does not take nearly as long to get your product. So that is good for those of us who have no, patience. Anyway, so I got this stamp. Let me see if you can see it. Yes, you can. So I did that one, and I will pull out more of the stamps from here when I want to use them. So the other thing I want to talk about with stamps, and it's actually in form of a question, because you may not remember, a couple of months ago or so, I did an unboxing or a share of a haul I got from a friend of mine here in my area, and she used to sell Creative Expressions. I can't remember. It might be even be on here. Anyway, I got these heart stamps that are really, really cool. However, the problem is that they're extraordinarily sticky. I mean, just like gummy. They feel like gummy, like gummy candy that's not with the powdered sugar on it, and I don't know how to get that off. So if anybody knows, please drop it in the comments. And yes, Mitzi, I'm referring specifically to you, because you had stamping techniques that I did not know we could do. So I am new to stamping. I don't know anything. I did buy, in my other stamping box that I got a few things out of, I bought this. So I just wet this with a little bit of soapy solution, Dawn, and then you dry it off right here. And I hope that's not too in your face, but if it is and you're not wearing glasses, at least you can see it. There's that. So hopefully here in a little bit I'll turn off a couple of the fans so you don't have to hear it. But yeah, this room gets really hot. In fact, there was a point in the evening, a couple points in the evening where it was 81 outside and 80 degrees in here. And then when it cooled off, it was 78 outside and 79 in here. So, and because we're starting to cloud over a little bit, the weather's fixing to change for the better for us. It was very muggy when we got up. There's a slight chance of thunderstorms. Now, when we talk about thunderstorms, this is Western Washington. They are not as strong as or as beautiful as they are in West Texas, where I lived for 7 years. That was just wow, and I miss those every single day. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. So, no, I'm not on any mood altering substances. I'm just woke up very energized. In fact, I wanted to clean my craft more than I wanted to craft right now, but I also knew I wanted to get this video up before it got, you know, blazingly hot for me. I have a chronic illness, and one of the hallmarks of my illness is we can't regulate our body temperatures. So when it gets much above 75, let's see if the fan keeps blowing it away, blowing in the wind, I don't function well. So anyway, I am just going to start, and I'm going to do my best to do random. Random does not come easy to me. Everything has to have a pattern because, well, I'm OCD that way. So, where do I start? Where do I start? Okay, I actually am going to start with this cool stamp I got from Joann's, believe, on sale. And I really like it. It's the northern part of wherever, because I think that's Canada. Let's see. I think it is, but I'm having a hard time reading it. Something about Great Kingdom. I think it may be old. I don't know. Greenland, yeah, here's Greenland. So, if I'm correct, Greenland would be over here from us. So anyway, I'm spending too much time on that. All right. So, now let me get my, I have got several different stamps we're going to use. There's my black soot. Sorry, I'm digging in my box. I should have already gotten this out. There's that, and then this is the black. And here's the black soot. So I have black soot in that. And where is my ground espresso? So I will probably forego this one because I really don't want distress oxide, and I will probably get rid of this one. So I think I'm just going to use these four. I also think I said this, but if not, maybe I was saying it to Jamie. I first spritz it with coffee. My little coffee thing, wherever it went. I'm telling you, it's just a mess because I have everything out here for y'all. I have coffee in a spray thing with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, 91%. Here it is. These spray bottles, I got them off the, I know I say this, and I know they'll probably hate me, but I call it China's On. Because, well, when a third of the world's goods are manufactured in China, what are you going to do? And I also used the Distress Oxide Spray in Walnut Stain and Vintage Photo. This one, I don't know what's wrong with this bottle, but I did take it out and kind of drip, but after you spritz it a little bit, so much builds up around here, as you can see, that it just kind of bleeds out all over the place. Most of these I let dry, and then here we are. So I am just going to get up on it and see what we can do. I am having a little bit of an issue focusing today. I don't know why it does me like this, but every once in a while I can't focus. I can't focus with my glasses on. Now, I used to call it, I had 3 levels of, well, that didn't work very well. 3 levels of being able to see. 1, straight through the regular glasses. 2, through the bifocals. And the 3rd was looking over the top of them. You know, like a mean old skull marm. But I went to the eye doctor last year, and he fixed them. He fixed them to where I can see. And so the bifocals and over the head, over the glasses is the same. So I was a little disappointed because, you know, that 3rd one really came in handy. And this does not like this very well. So I'll be more gentle with the baby. Maybe if I'm more gentle with the baby. Alright, I did not look at the clock when I started. I may split this into 2. So, I don't know how many of you out there in YouTube land have ordered from Temu or Temu, T-E-M-U. Like I said, it has crafting supplies for less expensive, and it seems to be the same as the other one that is direct from China, and this one seems to must have warehouses here in the States because, excuse me as I slurp, they get here faster. In fact, I've ordered twice, and each one got here within a week. Well, the first one got here actually, I think, in a little less than a week, and the second one in a week. Thereabouts. It does not take very long. A little bit longer than the Amazon, but cheaper. Way cheaper. And cheap is always good. I do have a few of these labels, you know, just your peel and stick, that I did some stuff on it. And I have more. And for the life of me, I don't know where I put them. I put them somewhere, people. They're somewhere. I knew where they were a little bit ago. But my Crafus is a hot mess. Now, I got this one from the same lady that I got these from. And if anybody remembered, I did get a recent Happy Mail box of papers and stuff from Tommy. These were earlier than Tommy and not from her. So, just to clarify that. Not saying, you know, saying that it really matters, but let's see. And I need to do the Candace Johnson at Paper Crafting with with Candace Johnson, to get them to stick when they don't want to. Vintage photo. We'll try some vintage photo on Mr. Rue. Now, I like this guy because he's funky and cute. So with this, yay, you get to stamp off onto your paper. And no, it's not going to last long. But that's okay. And I think, according to Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals, LauraB and then Pat. And I noticed, I think it was not yesterday, the day before, or whenever, that it really does work. Let's see if I can get a little bit more Rue. There we go. It really does help. And no, I'm not going to clean my stamps right now, so sue me. So sue me. Let's see. What else do I want to do? I'm going to do those in... Where'd the other one go? I just saw it. See, I got just too much on my desk. There it is. Let me see if I want anything out of here. These tend to be the nicer, like, florals and stuff. I'm sorry. These tend to be the florals and stuff. Yeah. And I'm not wanting to go florals on this route. I got this tin last Christmas, intending to do something with it, and something Christmassy, gift-wise, cutesy, whatever, and I ended up going, oh, I'm going to use it as stamp storage. And I really like it. So, here's a typewriter. Let's do the typewriter. See if it'll stick without having to add more. Yay. Like I said, I'm just gonna play. Y'all are welcome to play along with me. And I will try to keep you entertained, semi-entertained. Do a little bit of the same. Now, my goal is when I am done grunging this all up, is then doing the, you know, a little bit of lace stuff and blah, 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 blah. And getting that, see if they'll work, if I have enough sticky. Oops, sorry. Sorry. This one I'm going to use Hickory Smoke. Like I said, just playing. Just playing. Oh, I know what I need to do. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do it at the beginning. I apologize. Let's see if I can do that. Nope, I didn't get more. Well, it is gray, so it's not going to show up as well. And I know some of you may be cringing at my stamping techniques and ability. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. Really don't. I'm not even going to pretend that I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to do. And it turns out like it turns out. And we're going to be okay with that. So, let us ask Mr. 8. Because, you know, I haven't talked to him for a couple days. Let's see. Mr. 8, are these snippet rolls going to turn out semi-decent or better? Without a doubt. I don't know if you can see that, but it says without a doubt. Thank you, Mr. 8. We appreciate your input. And as I did in another video, if I don't like what he has to say, I just ask him again. You know, like a child, I'll finally get the answer that I want. Alright. So it is feeling nice and cool in here. Let's see. So I got these off of Amazon, of course. And they weren't what I would consider cheap, but nor were they expensive, and I waited until they gave you a percentage off, so a coupon. See, I know what. We will spell grunge. And what I like about these is you can, looking for an N, there's an N. Oh, that's a U. The U and the N's and the H's look fairly similar. Okay, that's an H. See, I have a hard time because none of those might be two N's. Where the blazes is an H, so I can tell you. If you see it, shout it out. R. That's a U. That's an I. O. Anyway, the H is a little bit, it's a little bit different. Actually, I think that is the H. That is the H. It's just slightly, I have a hard time seeing that. Alright, there's the U. Come on, you can do it. So I will show you in a hot second why I like these. Because you not only can click them like that, you can click them like that. So I only have one G. So what you do, which is probably very obvious, there we go, and we're just there, and then you have to finish it up and hopefully get it semi on there. And I didn't get enough ink on that one. Whatever. I hope that's an N, because it looks awfully like an H to me. So, I don't know. We're just going with it. So, let's see. I am going to try this again. And this time, I'm going to make up a word. We're still going to need the N. We need the I. I mean the E. Okay. What did I do? I am awake. I swear to you, I am awake. Alright, we're just going to do this. I thought I was awake, but boy, howdy. Doesn't feel like it so much now. Grunge. If. Now, oh good, there are 2 I's. So I will be able to do the last one. And I'm not going to do this over all of it. There. There's an A. That's an A. That's a B. Nope, that is a B. No. There we go. We're spelling a nonsensical word. Hi, Easy Girl. At the crafters room. Alright, honey, hang on. Grungified, yay! So, away put my letters. Come on. These, by the way, I went on a tear with these. It was like I was pregnant. It's all I wanted. But if you like sugar, and it's not quite ice cream, it's, you know, dairy product, frozen dairy dessert. But this one had sea salt caramel and fudge swirls. So I had, and then salty pretzel bark with chocolatey pretzel balls, chocolatey sea salt, caramel bunnies. Yes, it was sugar, almost sugar overload, but trust me, I can tolerate a lot of sugar when I haven't eaten sugar since June 16th of last year, which is a miracle. It's a miracle. If anybody knows what that's from, please put it in the comments. It's obviously a movie quote because it's from me. And they just recently came out with part 2 on Hulu, I think it is. I've yet to watch it because I'm one of those people that it's like the first one was so good because, you know, well, it's Mel Brooks, that how can a sequel ever top the original? It can't. It just can't. So I haven't watched it yet because I don't want to, and you can't make me. Oh, wow. Sorry. Focusing this morning is proving to be not very easy. Very, very easy. Okay, I think I did that one in ground espresso, which I really like for the brown. Oops. Just wipe it on my shirt. Wipe it on my shirt. Now, I got these as a set of stamps, again, from the China's On several months ago. They came as a set of 10 or 12. And most of them are little flowers with sayings that you can't even read. Some are in one, I think at least one is in French, but this is the only one that is not that. So I thought it would be perfect. I'm not quite sure what that is supposed to be. It looks scientific, space, math, whatever. But I like it for stuff like this because I like it like that. Get my wet rags over here that I have to wash my hands off with. Again, like I've said before, I don't prefer baby wipes because, well, they pill horrendously, in my opinion. And it started with the formula shortage. And I don't want to be preachy. I don't want to, you know, tell everybody what you need to do. But for me, I've decided to leave the baby stuff to the babies. Because, well, yes, back in the day, so everybody used washcloths, and they just washed everything along with the cloth diapers. So this is a mesh laundry bag, a couple of them that I bought for laundry, but in it houses all my Tim Holtz stuff. Now this and this one and the Christmas one came from the one that's direct from China. So these I actually bought off the Amazon and actually say Tim Holtz. Now when you look up Tim Holtz stamps, you get what looks to be the exact same thing that's just not mounted on the backing. So I don't think I want to use the stamps today. I'll put that back. And we will get out my stamping platform. Now, why I love this thing, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I had to put four cardstocks together to make sure there was a cushion behind it. I used to have actually a little bit of foam, but it got stamped on enough. And somewhere, I do not know how, but somewhere on this desk, I lost the other Tonic Studios that actually came with it. So, I don't know. Don't know how that happened. Can't find them anywhere. I got this stamping platform because, you know, the whole can't stamp straight, can't draw straight, can't cut straight, can't do anything straight, which is amazing because it just that's my issue. That's my whole issue. So no, yes, it's going to be too big, and no, I'm not going to cut it down. It's just going to be what it's going to be, and it's going to like it because I've told it it is, and y'all are going to like it too, I promise. So let's see. As you can tell, I've used a few, and I really like this 5, the numbers on it. So I'm going to just randomly, as random as I do, place the numbers, some of them. So there, and that's not going to work very well. I think I'm going to have to take this paper towel out. There we go. There we go, loop-de-loo. There we go, loop-de-lie. And that song was stuck in my head all last night. And I don't know where it comes from. I never do. I never do. They just appear and start singing in my head, and then they never go away. I know I took that off. Again, it's the focusing thing. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to leave that off. That's right. I'm going to leave that off right now. There we go. Idaho. Anyway, yes, I sing a lot. I think this is the clear side, and that's the clear and rubber. Yep. I assume so. I'm going to call it at that. So, I hope I'm in frame. I seem to be. So, and I'm a messy stamper. I'm just a messy crafter. I just am. And it's never going to change. I mean, the fact that I'm trying to clean up my craft, this is amazing. But I have discovered that I cannot create in chaos. And see how it didn't quite get the top of that 3? I never know if it's a stamp or the stamping platform, or just operator error. And let me see if I can straighten this thing out. See, and it just still doesn't want to quite work the way I want it to. So, and again, I will clean these up. Oh, okay, fine, Mitzi, I hear you. Okay. So, I'm sure, well, maybe not. Shoot, and I knew I was going to do that. Spilt my coffee, spilt my coffee, spilt my coffee. Dadgummit, Laura. I knew I should have put it back on the thing. See, I told you I was a messy crafter. And I bought that specifically because they had a lid. I remember talking to Mitzi about this. Oh, I gotta get one with a lid on it because I'm constantly spilling my coffee. And I know I shouldn't have liquids on the desk. Yeah. I hear you. But I have a shelf here that I need to be putting it on, and I chose not to. I chose not to because I'm too busy talking. So, and here, which actually brings up a really good question, one I wanted to know for years. Why does coffee smell so good when you make it and in the mug, but the minute you smell it, it's like, ugh. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that or if it bothers them, but it really does. Oh, come on, pick it up. There. So everything is put where it's supposed to be. I'm sorry you had to see that, but... And I'm going to dry this with my heat done, so... Alright, here we go. Alright. Again, I apologize for that. And you most likely won't hear the sound of it because I will put it on mute it when I edit it. Edit it. I have the worst time saying those words that end in an ED. Alright, where'd the other one go? See, I will lose it on the desk. Those little magnets are sure magnety. And it's easy, very easy to lose them. It's over. As you can see, I've turned it many times. Well, we are going to have to make do with these. Are they under there? No. Like I said, you know, they obviously disappear quickly. They glom onto something because I sure lose them easily on this desk, even when it's clean. Which it has been. Alright, back to this. So, I've got a little bit of Dawn in there. I just give it a pretty good spritz. And then, oh goodness sakes, it is off onto one of these. And then I just scrub. And it's not all, I've noticed it's not always going to come off. Depends on the ink that you use. And obviously how quickly you get it off of there. So there's one. Oops, come back here. Come back. Alright. Where'd it go? Do y'all see it? Too bad this isn't interactive to where you could like yell at me and say, it's right there. Alright. I'm just going to take a moment. Sometimes if I... Oh. Another one. I didn't even feel it. Right, so there's that one and this one, and we will put them away. I try to remember to put my tools away. If I put them away right away, I have less problems, and this is still coffeed. Good night, nurse. All right, let's just pick something else. Condemned is always, I like that word. I am going to try to figure out a better system on how to deal with my stamps. Now, I was briefly watching a lady whose name, of course, I cannot remember because names are very, very hard for me to remember for whatever ridiculous reason. Oh, there, they're doing it upside down. I will try to find it and link it in the description. I know I will link it in the description. But she does a lot of different stuff. And she was showing a technique on being able to store your stamps with, with Dollar Tree supplies. And since when I did home decor, and I still dabble in it, as if any one of you watched my video on the wall hanging that I made. I do like home decor, and I'm just now getting back into it and trying to incorporate some of it into the junk journals. I was saying to Jamie that I learned how to take cardboard and spackle and make it look like real wood. So that will be something that I will be incorporating into, darn it, try not to make like all this loud bangs, into journaling. And I do have an idea. I just have to kind of monkey around with it a little bit. Boy, this one is really hard for me to see if I even have it on. And then just trying to change it up a little bit. Since I'm doing grunge, I'm not using all my other colors, my brighter ones. And today's video may just be all about the prep for it, because I kind of wanted to do it with y'all and not do everything off camera. You know, I am sure that most of my audience, 99.9% of you know all of this, and there's nothing new under the sun. See, even with me pressing down like Candace showed us, and having some kind of cushion under it, I still can't get it to stamp correctly, and it really just drives me out of my skull, which is not hard to do. It's not a far drive. And I'm trying to learn to just relax. Just relax. Let it flow. What's the worst that can happen? Okay, it's not going to work. It doesn't look perfect. It's not supposed to look perfect. They're called junk journals. Now, everybody has their own view of what a junk journal really is, because traditionally it's literally made out of junk. That's how I am with that. And here I am just using my fingers, which is really kind of idiotic because it just gets your fingers all gross. And then people might be like, ew, don't you ever wash your hands? And I'm like, yeah. When I'm done or when they get really gross, but not beforehand. I mean, I might wipe them off, as I'm doing if I'd stop dropping everything. I don't have... I need to get one of those purse holder things. I really think this got wet on the inside. It looks like it did. Okay, get on screen. Oh, no. See? Hermetically sealed. Alright, so let's turn her around. And the nice thing is, you know, it's grunge, so that coffee spill, I didn't have another slurp. And I'm kind of upset because I lost some coffee. Mama likes her coffee. Alright, so we use that. And I want to use some of these that I got from Your Creative Studios. I ordered a few boxes last year, which ended in December was my last box, and I still miss it to this day. Because you got some really cool things and great stamps. So yeah, this is weird that I'm just putting, maybe weird that I'm putting just little random this stuff on it. But again, random is the name of the day. So back to the Temu. I highly encourage you to order it, use it. You can really get some great things for inexpensive. Alright, okay, put this so that it won't fall. Let's try that again. You know, and everybody has to do what they feel comfortable doing, you know. Buy local, and I do, but inflation is killing everyone. And since this is not just a lark for me to do YouTube, I actually am trying to build a business out of it. You know, it's kind of like you do what you gotta do. And speaking of that, y'all, I have 107 subscribers as at the start of this video. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And I have to say, my most viewed, there's one, there's two, there's three, there's four. This one didn't get very well. That one, and this one, they didn't get the corners. I'm gonna stand up. See how much time I've been doing. Wow, I've been going 50 minutes, so I kind of need to wrap this up, I suppose. I can't remember what I was saying. Because I looked at the time and went, oh my gosh. Ermagerd. And this one didn't stamp the top of it, so let's see what we can do. Oh, look. I matched it. Alright, so we are at 50 minutes because I waffled on and on and on. And showed everything in the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this video done. And I'm actually going to try something new. I am going to keep recording past this part. And split it. See if I can split it. Otherwise, oh my gosh, something's going to have to change. So, on that note, if you liked what you saw today and my little all over the place squirrel, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please, please, please subscribe. And also, it's really important for small channels to have comments. The more comments we get, the more we get noticed. So, comment, even if you just want to comment a thumbs up. Just quick thumbs up. That's all. That's all you need to do. Just something. Encouragement is always wanted. And what else was I going to say? encouragement, comments, likes, subscriptions, hit the notification bell, tell your friends, tell your dog's friends, because you never know, your dog's friends and your dog might like these videos. They might just like the noise. Anyway, and on that note, peace.